Hey guys, it's Alyssa, and today I'm going to be telling you how I made my high school cheer team. And also, this kind of applies to any team, how to make the team. My hair is currently in a very messy fishtail braid because I wore this all day at school, so let's please ignore the messiness. So, it's story time. I'm just gonna first start of how my tryouts were going. I actually kind of have a similar video to this that was from my tryouts when I tried out freshman year for my high school team, but this is about this year and how this year went. So yeah, I know I just changed positions, but the lighting was bugging me. So yeah, so the first thing I did before tryouts was get home. Luckily I had a short day because the tryouts were after school, and oddly enough, so my old cheer tryouts for high school and all-star cheer were always 2 days. It's never been just 1 day, but they changed the rules at my school, so the tryouts were only for 1 day. So it was gonna be a lot more challenging to learn everything, because usually you have to do a dance or something and you don't get a full day to practice it, but you actually have to do it the same day, so that was kind of nerve-wracking. But yeah, so after school, it was from 3 o'clock to 7 was our tryouts. And yup, it was a really long time. So I got ready. We had to wear all black, cheer shoes, and red lipstick and makeup. He wanted makeup. He didn't want full-on competition makeup, but he wanted a subtle competition look. And when I say he, I mean my cheer coach. And this is what the bow I wore to tryouts looks like. I showed this in a previous video, literally just not too long ago, but it's white and sparkly, and it's from Cheer All-Star Bows, I think, something like that. And I will link the bow company down below, but this is just an awesomely cute bow, and it sits right on top of your head, and I just wanted something really nice and perky and pretty to wear to my tryouts, so I looked my pleasant best. So I was a lot more prepared this year for tryouts than last year, because last year I kind of explained how I just came back from the beach, and so I kind of looked like I just came back from the beach, so I didn't look that great. But you gotta remember that you have to present yourself the way that you want to be portrayed as an athlete. So I made sure I looked really good. I straightened my hair because my hair is naturally wavy, because it's just a lot more sleek that way for me in a ponytail, and it gets less in my way, because when I have my wavy hair in a ponytail, it kind of gets everywhere. And I wore makeup, and it was some people wore fake eyelashes, but you didn't have to. I was going to, but I ended up not. I don't know why, but yeah, I wore red lipstick with lip gloss over it, and blush and eye makeup just to make sure that you stand out. And I just wore a black Nike sports bra, black Nike Pros, and a plain black tank top, and my Infinity Evolutions. And I brought a bag with me to carry some random stuff, extra makeup, hairbrush, hairspray, my phone, a water bottle. You're gonna need water. You're gonna need water. So yeah, that's what I brought there. And the first thing we did was line up, and then we got our numbers, and we had to stick our numbers on ourselves. And my number was 11. It's actually up there on my mirror, because I have a mirror behind this, and my number is stuck on my mirror. I was 11. And so after that we stretched out, and then we warmed up tumbling, and then some instructors from a college came and led us some stretches themselves. And then we had to do some conditioning. We had to do 75 crunches, 50 burpees, and we had to do 50 bicycles. We had to do a bunch of cardio stuff, and that was kind of and that was kind of tiring for me actually, because I haven't been in cheer for 2 months almost since my all-star cheer year has ended. It's the end of the season. So yeah, I was oh my god, I need to get back in shape so I can start summer practices, because during the summer I have practices every morning from 6 o'clock to 10 for my new high school cheer schedule. So after we warmed up and stuff, we were taught a cheer. So with a cheer, you usually have to make motions, and motions are like either like a high V or a clap. And when you clap, you have to make sure to clap in front of your face and keep your elbows together. So you should like look like this, because at first, when I first started cheerleading, my claps looked like this. And as you can see, my elbows are like right like away from each other. And my hands were here, but you have to be like this. You have to make sure to clap like this every time, and make sure to keep your fists like, you know, turned out. But yeah, I did really good on the cheer part. I was actually like surprisingly really good at picking up the cheer. So yeah, that was good. And then after that, we were taught a dance, and it wasn't that hard, surprisingly. I feel like my previous year high school cheer tryout dance was a lot harder because it was a lot longer, but this one was a little bit more simple, but it was still kind of challenging to pick up, but I think I really got the hang of it. So then after we were taught the dance, we could warm up any more tumbling that we needed to do, any last minute tumbling, and then we were escorted outside and to wait outside, and then they were going to start calling in numbers. So if you're like 1 through 3, then you're kind of unlucky because you didn't have as much time to practice as everyone else, because then they called you in first and everyone else can like hurry outside and practice. But yeah, so that happened. And so since I'm number 11, I was with my best friend Jamie trying out because we were in line together, and our other friend Carolina. So we got in, and when we were at the tryouts, the first thing we did was perform standing tumbling. So he asked you, do you have any standing tumbling? And I said yes, and I threw a standing triple back handspring. And then you do your running tumbling. I threw a round off back handspring, front walkover, round off back handspring. I do have my tuck, but I don't have it on hard floor. And since high school cheer is on hard floor and not springed floor like all-star cheer, I wasn't like really comfortable throwing my tuck on it because I haven't been practicing on hard floor. So I just threw handsprings. After that, you did the cheer, and everyone does the cheer together. And since you're chanting thing, the judges pick a certain person out of the 3 people trying out at the same time to call out the cheer first. And of course, like, I was picked because I was like the only one out of the people who were trying out who was new. So I was the one to call out the cheer, and it went well. I mean, like, I didn't forget any of the words or anything, and I was really loud, and I made sure to like clap with my elbows together. So it was all good, and I didn't mess up on anything. And next we had to do the dance, and I don't think I messed up on the dance either. I mean, maybe knowing me as an all-star cheerleader, I might have been able to like add a little more like, you know, like emotion, like pizzazz in the dance, but like, I mean, I know I did, but I don't know. I feel like I could have done a little better. After that, then he asked us to do a toe touch, and I threw a toe touch back handspring just because, you know, I want to try to do as much as I can. And then we did a jump of our choice, and I chose a right hurdler because those are the ones I'm best at. Even though my left leg is my strongest leg, it's where it's like hyperextended, but for some reason my right hurdler is a lot better. So then after that, everyone went home after they were done trying out. So the next day I found out that I made varsity on my team. I'm really happy that I made the team, and I'm gonna have a bunch of summer practices in the morning. So it's like if it's at night, then like it kind of restricts you from doing things over summer. But like we get out of our practices at like 10, so we can like take on the day after practice. And I'm really excited for like this season. Like I can't wait to compete. Like since our high school team does compete, I'm so happy. Like if it didn't compete, I wouldn't want to do it. But like I'm so happy that it competes. I just can't wait for competition season because I live and breathe for competitions, and I am so ecstatic, and I'm so ready to learn my routine, and I can't wait to be cheering again. So that is my high school cheer tryout story experience. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.